Hey, it's Rick here, and this is your Xbox booth tour from E3 2013. Going into the hall, a lot of Xbox banners. All you need is one playing up to the Xbox One. And here's the booth. So very large, as expected, on par with Sony and Nintendo, and all green and white as you walk in. As you see right here, there's Rise in the background. We'll get a closer look at that in just a moment. The booth seemed a little bit more crowded, but I'm not sure if that's just because of the layout. It did seem like in comparison to Nintendo and Sony's booth, they had a little bit less space in their aisles, so it didn't seem as open as the other booths. So maybe that kind of gave the illusion of more of a crowd. Not sure. A lot of social media presence here, as you saw right there. You can see Spark in the background here, Project Spark. I'll speak to that in just a moment. But I also mentioned they did a lot of integration with smart glass. So a couple of stations talking about how you can integrate with your tablets and whatnot. There's Project Spark, where you can create your own games on the fly. And I am very excited about that one. That should be a lot of fun. One of my highly anticipated games is what I'm walking up to here. And this is called Crimson Dragon. There was a decent sized crowd around it. I'm a big Panzer Dragoon fan. And so when I heard about Crimson Dragon coming out and being designed by those guys who did Panzer Dragoon, I was very excited. And as you can see, just kind of working my way in here to get some footage. This one should be very, very good. There's another look at the Rise booth with kind of a Spartan helmet here, and there's their mosaic in the background. Look really, really cool. And I will say this is going to be one of the showcase launch titles for Xbox One. There was a fair amount of people that were waiting in line to play this game. And as you can see here, it's beautiful. It really, really is. I mean, it looks great. It plays great. The only concern that I've got right now, and you may have seen it already and you'll see it more, is kind of those QuickTime events. You just saw it there where you get the button flash and you got to press it at a certain segment in time. So there is a fair deal of that in this game. And we'll have to see how much of that is in the final game. That's probably my only concern at this point. Otherwise, it looks great. It plays great. It's a bit intriguing. It's a bit interesting. Kind of reminds me of the movie 300 in a way. But it'll be one that I'll pick up come launch, and we'll see how it plays out. Now, there is the Xbox One console that we have all seen and heard. That combination of matte black with kind of glossy black, and you can kind of see the back that I shot of it there. It looks good, I will tell you that much, and I definitely like the look of the new Kinect sensor as well. It's all kind of boxy. Man, I tell you, support of Forza 5, this I believe is the McLaren P1, and it was on loan to Microsoft. Check out all the carbon fiber on this car on the inside, and you're going to see when it spins around. I zoom in for you guys and capture some interior footage. Man, this is an insanely expensive car with only a handful of them made in the entire world. It's on loan to Microsoft for this show, and here's that carbon fiber look that you can see. Man, this car is absolutely beautiful in every single way. Man, I would love to get inside that vehicle and drive that. But yeah, that is I believe it's the McLaren P1 is what I was told. Sure looks nice. Halo Spartan Assault was there for your tablet, for the Windows tablet, that is. And just giving you another look here at the Xbox One. There's the Kinect sensor up on top. You know, this station right here was more of a demo station than anything else, so you could kind of cycle through a couple of different demos. They were more so tech demos showing you the capabilities of the system, showing you some real-time rendering and some other things like that. And it was interesting to see, but it did take up a fair amount of space on the floor. I think there was maybe 4 or 5 units that were kind of doing the same thing. So that was a little bit of an interesting thing, as some of the real key games, aside from Rise, were behind closed doors. You either had to wait in a very long line to play them, and in those instances, either footage was not allowed or you had to be media to be able to capture some of that footage. So it was somewhat limiting in what you could see, at least in my experience. To wrap it out, here's one last footage of a Power Star golf game. Nothing mind-blowing here, mind you, but just gives you another example of what that controller looks like what that game is going to play like, and that's Power Star Golf. So that is the Xbox booth tour from E3 2013. Hope you guys enjoyed it.